All right. Welcome back, everybody, to Altcoin Daily. My name is Aaron. Make sure that you watch the entire video today. I'm going to clue you in and share with you certain things that caused this immense sell-off that we saw in the entire market. I want to talk about Bitcoin. I want to talk about Ethereum. I want to share with you what some experts are saying and what actually some institutions are doing behind the scenes. We'll even talk about altcoin season. What am I buying? What am I selling? Let's start with the market mover and talk about what caused this dip. Bitcoin plummets below 40,000 for the first time since February. That's right. Bitcoin reached a price of actually just below 30,000, basically $30,000. So, if we do a little calculations, from the peak, which was just below 65,000, to the trough, which was just below 30,000, that is a 53% dip. A 53% dip is very uncommon, historically speaking, in Bitcoin bull markets. Last cycle, it was very common to see 30 to 40% dips, even in the bull market. So this dip kind of seems a little exasperated. What caused this? By the way, I tweeted this out a week ago, a few days ago. Last cycle, prior to every major leg up, there was a final shakeout. I said, history is rhyming, and you should prepare yourself. And while history didn't repeat exactly, it obviously is rhyming. But what exasperated this? What caused this? Well, there are certain things that did not cause it, so let's go over this first. What did not cause today's dip? Elon Musk did not cause today's dip. As much fun as this man has trolling the Bitcoin community, does he like Bitcoin? Does he not like Bitcoin? It doesn't matter. To say that he caused a 53% dip is giving Elon way too much credit. So is it China? Perhaps you heard something that maybe China is banning Bitcoin. Did China cause today's dip? China, quote unquote, bans Bitcoin almost every year. China did not cause a 53% dip. So was it some other boogeyman that the media and the headlines are telling you about? We have debunked this proof of work nonsense plenty of times, and we will continue to do it. It's mainly just a headline. It's either people who don't understand Bitcoin or it's big business. It's the media trying to scare you away from buying Bitcoin. So it's not that either. So what is it? What actually caused the dip? Well, to put it quite simply, excessive leverage trading, immense greed, combined with what we already talked about, weakening momentum in the uptrend of crypto. So the weakening momentum is what would have caused a 20, 30, maybe even 40% dip in the market, as we're used to. But combine that with excessive leverage trading and immense greed, and that causes a 53% dip. Did you realize that this happened? Posted last night at 10 p.m. by an insider about dumping Bitcoin on coordinated FUD to liquidate a stakeholder. So these are just some screenshots. All this stuff is verifiable. Basically, this is huge money. This is hedge funds. This is quant funds. Basically being greedy and trying to liquidate their rivals. Check this out. Hey guys, insider here. For those of you that are not busy LARPing and paying attention, there will be another announcement from China soon. Picture is semi-related. Can't tell you guys what firm I work for, but it's massive and it's working with the PRC, the People's Republic of China. The purpose of today's press release, alongside all the FUD posting, is to get Bitcoin lower, as low as it can get by a certain time. So, all this stuff combined together was a coordinated effort to try and push Bitcoin down. First, there will be a coordinated sell-off to drop the price below a certain threshold and liquidate one certain stakeholder. Can't outright say who it is, but he bought a lot at the dip, and he is partly responsible. Once liquidated, the plan is to then buy up all the reserves and essentially leave him bankrupted. If you guys want to get rich, grab some coffee and watch for the big dip. Once it happens, things are going to get green really fast. We project 70K. That is all. And you can actually follow along with the story in real time. People talking about it. You can see the timestamps before all of this happened. And it's actually pretty interesting how down to a T it actually happened. I'm the insider you seek. I don't have much time. Everything is going according to plan. It's too soon to tell, but the schedule has changed due to incompetence, greed from another party. The operation has been pushed back to 1. Expect 30K floor. That's guaranteed. And then it goes on. Now, here's the good part. Because, well, we're going to get a correction anyway, but because we got such an immense correction, I see it as a buying opportunity. And if you believe in the Bitcoin bull case, actually many metrics have either reset to neutral or actually are in buy zones at this point. So when there's fear in the air, maybe consider buying. And here's the good part, guys. No amount of FUD changes Bitcoin's fundamental value proposition. Sound, uncensorable, permissionless, money. This was true at $1,000, $30,000, $60,000, and will continue to be true at $1 million and beyond. Nothing has changed for Bitcoin fundamentally. The price is just on sale. Bitcoin prioritizes decentralization, censorship resistance, and security above all else. So even if, say, 3, 4, 5 years from now, the government looks at cryptocurrency and says, wait a second, this is all getting a little too big. Bitcoin specifically has been created to be able to rise above any censorship or any kind of government control. And when you realize this, and when you look to see what's actually going on behind the scenes, you start to become rather bullish, in my opinion. I'm going to play you a few clips from this interview in just a second. What can Cathy Wood have said for her to make a face like this throughout the interview? But real quick, piece of news. Wealthy clients, so basically accredited investors of Wells Fargo, will soon be able to buy Bitcoin. The Wells Fargo Investment Institute has become the latest institutional player to acknowledge cryptocurrencies as investable assets. Quote, "We think that the cryptocurrency space has just kind of hit an evolution, the maturation of its development that allows it to now be a viable, investable asset." This is according to Kronk, the president of Wells Fargo Investment Institute, in his interview with Business Insider today. According to Wells Fargo president, a professionally managed solution that would allow qualified clients to get exposure to the digital assets has been in the works at Wells for at least several months. Now it's finally reaching a stage where it's pretty much ready to go. So, did you guys notice that? When there's fear in the air, they're telling all their institutional clients, hey, if you guys want to buy, you can buy. And actually, we kind of recommend it. So, with all of this being said, let me play you a clip from Cathy Wood. Ark's Cathy Wood says that Bitcoin will still rise to 500,000, and she still has confidence in it for these reasons. Check this out.
Bitcoin, I mean, you at one point, I think back in April, told Dow Jones that it could go to about $500,000. Do you still hold that target? Do you still think that's where we're headed?
We do. I do. Yassine El-Mandra is our crypto analyst, and we go through soul searching times like this and scrape the models. And yes, our conviction is as high.
But hasn't anything changed? I mean, what about the Elon Musk stuff? What about the energy stuff? What do you think of Bitcoin's energy consumption?
The one thing that has changed here, however, is the environmental concerns around Bitcoin in particular have caused people like Elon Musk to pull away and say, whoa, let me make sure I understand this. And we believe that even this is going to change because, first of all, right now, the percentage of Bitcoin mined with renewables and hydroelectric power is quite substantial. I think in China, it's over 50% in renewables. And we also believe, and we wrote a paper in conjunction with Square on this, and we're going to have a conference about it in July. We believe that Bitcoin mining integrated into the distributed grid, and by that I mean solar roofs, power walls in homes, utilities, merchant power producers, starting to include Bitcoin mining in the ecosystem. Why would they do that? They would do it because renewables are intermittent power sources, right? Weather, is it sunny or not? Wind, is it windy or not? And Bitcoin mining could take off if there's excess energy from solar being loaded into power walls. It can be offloaded into Bitcoin mining, and the whole ecosystem, therefore, becomes much more economic. If this happens, we believe that the adoption of solar is going to accelerate dramatically because there's another profit center associated with it, Bitcoin mining.
I love it. But could it go lower? Should I buy?
What happens, though, in the meantime? So here we are at 35,000, Cathy. Do you think we go much lower from here?
You never know how low is low when a market gets very emotional. A lot of traders see Bitcoin dropping below the 200-day moving average, which was at 40,000. So traders, once that happened, they just dump. Some just dump and run. I think we're in a capitulation phase. Yassine has a dashboard. We were looking at all the indicators this morning. They are all suggesting that we are in the capitulation phase, which is a really great time to buy, no matter what the asset is. A capitulation phase is buy. It's on sale. Now, am I saying 35,000 is the low? You know, if traders, and there are a lot of speculators in Bitcoin, if they are running for the hills just because Bitcoin has broken through a moving average that is important to them, it could continue. But all of our indicators are saying this is capitulation right now.
And by the way, Cathy, who many people thought perhaps would be more of a Bitcoin maximalist, it has been revealed that her company, Ark Invest, $20 million into Grayscale's Ethereum Trust. So she has a little bit of confidence in Ethereum as well, or at least is hedging her bet. Taking a look at the price of Ethereum, it dipped pretty much just as hard, if not harder, right? From peak to trough, 57%. Now, there's two different ways to look at the data. You could also say that in less than a day, in a few hours, Ethereum has risen 45%. You could say in less than a day, Bitcoin has risen 33%. Adios, altcoin season. Every crypto asset in the top 100 sees red. Is this the end of the altcoin season? If you're new, welcome to the effing show. Altcoins can outperform Bitcoin in bull markets by far, and they will correct harder in bull markets. And past every 4-year cycle, many altcoins die. However, I don't think this bull cycle's over. So while that's why I was, it's really up to you in your personal situation. The overall point that I try and share is have a plan to realize profits. And if you have no idea what you're doing, maybe just hold Bitcoin or maybe just hold Bitcoin and Ethereum. But I actually did buy a few altcoins. I really loaded up more on my Bitcoin and ETH hodl positions, but I did buy a few altcoins as well. I don't even want to shill my own bags. But let me know in the comments below what you bought. All right, my friends. My name is Aaron at Altcoin Daily. I'll see you tomorrow.